Welcome to our Procreate for iPad tutorial at the library. This is John from your favorite local library here in Belgrade, Montana. Procreate offers an exciting array of tools and features to unleash your creativity, and in this session we'll guide you through the essentials to get you started. This tutorial was recorded as part of our Teen Tech Tuesday program. It is designed to help you navigate Procreate's interface, discover its powerful tools, and learn how to create stunning artwork with ease. By the end of this session, you'll have the basic skills to bring your imagination to life digitally, all from the convenience of your iPad. So go ahead and grab your device, and we will get started.
Let's go ahead and let's do a square. And then I think you only have 2 palettes in, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you only have 2 palettes.
I have 3 palettes.
You have 3. One's Campfire, one is Ascend,
And Flourish.
and Flourish. Okay. So we're going to primarily use Ascend, actually. So go ahead and pick the very first color.
Okay.
And then we're only going to stick with two brushes. So it'll be Script and Monoline, which you can find all of them under calligraphy, I believe.
Script and Monoline.
Monoline. So go ahead and select Monoline.
Right at the top.
Yep. And you're going to create a circle
Hold it.
and then hold it. Put your finger down on the screen. So a big reason why we're doing the camera is so you can see what I'm doing. Well, you can see the picture, but you can also see what I'm doing in the hands. Can I show you an easy way to clear? If you go to that layer, that first layer, you click layer and hit clear. If you're trying to clear that entirely.
What size?
Um,
That's a full size.
yeah, I mean, pretty decent size. It doesn't have to be super big, but it probably will help you if it is. So then, whoops, what just happened? That's not supposed to happen. Oh, it's because, okay. It's because the monoline I selected was at half opacity. This one should fix that. There you go. So I'm actually going to make that bigger just to kind of create, okay.
Select.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's some shades.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this purple that's 2 in. So we just did the top left corner. We're going 2 in, and it'll be the second purple. And we're going to create a new layer by pressing the plus sign. And then we are going to switch to Script. In Script, what you'll notice is depending on how hard and how soft you push on the screen, it will get wider or less wide. I believe that should be the case on your iPad, but they're new, so I don't know.
Not really.
Not really? Okay, that's fine. We want it to stay relatively thin. Actually, let's just stick with monoline then, if it's not really going to behoove you. And then what you can do is play around with the brush size over here. And we're gonna start small for now. So we're gonna whoops.
Like 40?
I'm at like 1. So you'll see why. So with that second layer, go ahead and click on it and select clipping mask. Okay. And then we're just gonna take our pen and kind of just create some trees. And we're going to make this a little cartoony, not super realistic, but it will still turn out cool. Oops. And just make the trees however you want, and then when you get to the bottom of the circle again, you got to connect the lines from one side to the other. So this is where I'm at. You can kind of see it. It's not the. Let me hold on. Let me see. No, it's at full blast. Unfortunately. Okay, so once you connect the lines here at the bottom, you can go ahead and drag and drop your colors. Okay, and then do another tree. What?
Oh, I'm just doing like that.
Okay.
Well, let me turn the lights off. So yes, a lot.
So do the same thing on the right side. And obviously make the trees however you want. You can make them whimsical. You can sharpen the edges a little bit by erasing some of it, which is what I'm doing at the moment. I'm not doing a very good job though. And so when you're done with the two trees, we're gonna do another layer. Actually, select the circle and then do another layer. So you have a layer in between the first two, and then do two more trees. Super basic. Actually, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Let me know when you're at a good place. Good? Alright, so we're going to select this dark blue right here in the middle. And we are going to select the circle again, and then hit the plus sign again. So these will be behind the trees, and we're just going to create a lake. Just by dragging your pen across, and then making sure you connect the circle back around. So if I were to turn off clipping mask, this is what it looks like. So, but that's why we do clipping mask, to hide our mistakes and to make it super easy on us. Okay, and then we are going to select the circle again, hit the plus sign again, put a layer underneath the lake, and then we're going to select yeah, we're not doing the moon quite yet. Let's do this one right here. I'm trying to pick ones that'll give some difference. So what we'll do now is actually off the screen here. You're just gonna go all the way across your whole canvas and drag and drop. Yeah. And then what we're gonna do from here is we're gonna create some, like, a tree line in the distance. So just kind of going back and forth. They don't have to be perfect, but you're just doing little wobbles, if you will. Try to make them kind of random, if you can. That did not turn out great, but that's okay. I might shrink mine just because they're turning out bigger than I wanted them to. Yeah, I'm not happy with what I did, but it is what it is. Not much I can do about it now. Without going way, well, not way back, but pretty far back. What's that? Oh, you were just making lines?
I just looked at red lines.
Oh, yeah. You can do it however you want. You don't have to do it exactly like I'm doing. But I am definitely not loving what I have been doing. Okay, I'm gonna squish that. It's a little better. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to do this kind of same process. Select the circle, create a new layer. This time we're going to go a bit brighter. Which one was this? It was that one. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this one. So 2 over. And same thing. Just creating another ridge. But this time, it's just like little bumps here and there, because you're not doing. It's almost like you're creating grass at this point instead of trees. I don't like mine again. Okay, I'm just going to do small wiggles at this point, because I am making it worse. Okay, that's a little better. Oops. Okay. Actually, I'm going to bring that lower, just so there's enough room for the mountain. Actually, I might bring everything a little lower. No, I won't. No, I won't. Okay, ready? Okay, same thing. Create another layer below that one. But this time we are going to choose this bluish gray right here. This one right here. And we're going to create mountains. And if you don't go across the entire canvas, again, attach both sides off the circle. I don't love my mountain, just FYI. I'm gonna lower it a little bit. And then same thing, create another layer. And then we're gonna go, oh shoot. Actually, for this one, just hold your finger down, like that. Oh, you can't see it, like that. And then that'll give you a white. Do a circle, just like we did at the beginning, but smaller. And drag and drop. And you should have something like this. This is what it looks like, even though you can't really distinguish the gray and the white that much. Are you putting your finger down on the screen? Gotta hold it down. First do the circle. So first it'll be an oval initially. So do that first and then hold it and then put your finger down. That do it? Great. Okay, so here's... That was on the mountain layer? Oh, shoot. That happens. I do that quite often, unfortunately. While you're getting that, I'm getting it.
It should be over the mountains.
Alright.
What's this little cooking up there? What it is?
That might be a different layer. That might be your mountain layer.
Or top layer.
Yeah.
Those two.
Okay. Okay. So this is where it gets kind of interesting because we're going to do a bunch of stuff that I just learned about, but it's going to make this really look awesome. Yep. So what we're going to do is this is going to make it look really, really bad for initially. Okay. We're going to turn off all the clipping masks. So this is what it will look like.
I can just turn off all once.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So for this one, yeah, mine looks like trash now, right? So for this one, what we're going to do is we're going to select the color that the trees are. And I know you did your trees a little different, so you might have to play around with it a little bit. Okay. Select your tree layer, your first one. Hit plus sign. Clipping mask. And then we are going to do multiply. So you got to hit that N. It's the very first one. Yep. Okay. And this is where we're going to shade. So, so like for my trees, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a little under shading for each one of these. And actually, I'm gonna boost my size up to 2%. Whoops. You can make it however you want. I know your trees are a little different, but it should still work to a degree. Okay. Actually, I don't like how thick that is. I'm gonna go back to what it was.
Whoa. It's on the circles. That's a multiply?
And then with shading also, we are going to darken the back side of the trees. The side that's away from the moon, basically. So Whoops. Actually, that's fine. Well, I don't know where I stopped. And you can just keep working on your trees. And one thing you can do, and I'm going to do also, is take down my opacity down to like 60 or 70%, just to lighten it up so it's not like really intense difference. And then do that on your other tree layer. And again, they don't have to be perfect. And then when we're done shading, we're going to do kind of a similar thing. Let me know when you're ready for that.
Wrong, but it's not here.
It's what?
Like, it's wrong, but like, it doesn't care.
Is the layer set to
It's just clipping.
right? But is it on N instead of N?
It's on it.
It is. Show me what's going on.
Like, you can draw it like if you use
You were on the eraser there.
Well,
Also, are you on?
what's on this?
It's because you're on a different tree layer. You gotta do the same thing. Do it again. I'll try it. Copy this. Because there's two separate layers for the trees. You also didn't need to redo the trees. Sorry.
Mine weren't working.
What?
The way I put mine, they weren't working.
Oh, okay.
I really. Both of them. It's two. How do I turn on opacity the whole thing?
Click on the N or the M, or the M in this case, M, and then you'll have an opacity bar right below the layer. And I took mine down to 70, but you can do more or less. Oh,
No.
good job. Okay. All right. So now, above the multiply layer, we're going to do another layer. Again, clipping mask. But this time, instead of multiply, we're going to go down to screen. So it's set to S. And then we're going to now do the other side where it's facing, facing the, oh my gosh, the moon. So something like that. Oops. And remember to do that for both sets of tree layers. And again, you can play with the opacity here, but you don't necessarily need to. Just, that moon's pretty bright, so. How you doing over there? Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take our fingers over the first three layers, so the ones that did the darkening, the highlighting, and the trees, and we're going to pinch them down. We're going to do that with the second set of trees, and then we're actually going to do the trees all together, so they're just one layer now. Okay. So now, let's see. Let's kind of repeat a similar process with the two ridges before the mountains. So I'm actually not going to darken them. Yeah, so this one and this one. So we'll repeat the process that we just did. So clipping mask. I'm not going to actually do multiply. I'm just going to do a screen because the darker pink and purple are meant to signify darkness. So you can add darkness if you want to, but all I'm doing is I'm going to shrink my brushes to 1%, and I'm just creating some highlights to kind of give that illusion of the moon being like right there. And actually, I might not do it on the pink. Yeah, I'm not. I decided I'm not doing it on the pink ridge
Sorry for that.
because it's pretty. Yeah, it's bright, and my lines are tiny for that. So I'd just rather not do that.
Why is Nintendo Switch games now in the like yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo Switch games now on the shelf.
What's that?
How do Nintendo Switch games on the shelf work? When you're on Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, you have to use your own Nintendo Switch. You can check them out for 2 weeks. You can take them home. So
Like, do they cost money? Check them out. Like,
nope, they're free. You just need a library card in good standing. So
I don't know where some of my books went. Maybe I need to pay some fees because like some books just I don't know where they went after we moved.
sure.
Like we couldn't find them after we moved.
Yeah. All right. So same thing. We're just literally gonna squish that down into one layer. I'm not gonna do the pink one, but I am gonna do the mountains. So same thing. Clipping mask, screen, and I might even do some darkening, but
I would delete the layer if I have an extra layer. Like 2 empty layers.
swipe to the left with your pen.
Delete.
Yeah.
Let's see. What you want to see?
And then now you have to get the gray. You have to. Oh, we didn't do that for the purple, did we? Oh well.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. So now capture the gray and do a screen layer again. And this time,
That's what it is. Nothing's happening.
and actually, let's try something different this time. So, go to airbrushing for your brush in your brush library. And just select soft brush, which should be the first one. And actually, I'm going to delete this or clear this layer, and we're just going to do a soft kind of airbrush on the mountains. Kind of give it that the moon's right there feel. Yeah, and you can play around with the brush size also. And if you want, you can do the multiply layer too with the airbrush. And that way you can create a little bit of darkness on the other side of the mountain to kind of further distinguish the layer a little bit. And you can even do that with the tree layer that we worked on too, if you wanted to. But you got to capture that purple again if you do that. So, and then when you're ready, go ahead and combine those layers. Come. Because there's no clipping layer. Yeah. So this is kind of where it gets a little tricky. So bear with me. So we're going to duplicate all the layers except for the lake, the trees, and the circle. Whoops, I duplicated it too many times. And we're going to drag. So there's 2 layers of purple, 2 layers of pink, 2 layers of the mountains, and 2 layers of the moon. Okay? Now we're going to select one of each of the layers. So, and you do that by swiping right. You can select multiple layers. So when you have all 4 of, or one of each, you're going to take your pen, you're going to drag it and put it on top of the lake. Want some help? So we could do that's fine for now. So actually hit undo. I'll show you how I did it. So you pick that one, select that one, and then you're gonna whoops. Drag and drop. Okay. Now what we're gonna do, it looks really bad right now, right? Now what we're gonna do is we're going to hit clipping mask on all 4 of those so that it's clipping to the lake. Okay, we can't see it right now, but it is. And then what we're going to do is we are going to we're going to select the select icon just for the purple trees for right now. Okay, and then at the bottom, yep. Then at the bottom, we're going to flip vertically. See how I flipped it vertically?
Vertically.
Yep. And we're going to drag it up to like right where it's like pretty close to the edge of the lake. And we're going to do the same thing with this layer. To where it seemingly would fit. And with the mountain layer, whoops, same thing. Drag it up. About. And actually, because of the angle, you might want to just create more space on the lake. So like have the ridge a bit closer, the 2 ridges a bit closer to each other, and the mountains. Yeah, and the mountains maybe a little closer to that back ridge. Okay. And then for the moon, we're just gonna bring that sucker down and try to place it where we think it's gonna be best. Now, actually we should have done this. Go ahead and turn clipping mask on for the mountains and the 2 ridges to the clipping mask for the original mountains, and the original pink ridge and the original purple ridge and the moon. We'll still have a little yuckiness because of the lake, because it's not clipping masked quite yet, but we'll get there. Yep. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take that top layer of purple trees that's currently clipped to our lake. We're going to select this magic wand up here in the left corner. And let's try Gaussian blur. So select Gaussian blur, which is under that magic wand. And then put your pen on, and then just slide it to the right. And I'd probably do 5-ish%, 6%, something like that. Yep. And then do the same thing on the next one. And actually, I'm going to bring my mountains down a little bit more. and do the same thing on the mountains. Oops. Gaussian blur. And then for the moon, we're actually going to create 2 layers here, and we're going to do that for the moon down here too. So we're going to have 4 moons total. And there's a reason for that. So I duplicated the moon up here, and I duplicated the moon down here. Sorry, I'm trying to like, camera is just not tall enough. Okay. Oh. There you go. So for the moon, the bottom moon, which is actually the 2 top layers, we're going to take one of the moons and do a Gaussian blur, but this time we're gonna jack it up to like 30. And then we're going to take the bottom moon and we're going to make the opacity down to maybe like 50. So it's hard to see. But yeah,
looks like a blind way up there.
Yeah, I know. If you want reference, I can show you. Yep, that looks great. Perfect. Now we're actually going to do the same thing with the top moon, but just a little lesser degree. So Gaussian blur, and we're gonna, I don't know, do 20, 25%, something like that. And then we're gonna lower the opacity for the bottom layer, but again, probably not to 50, probably like 70-ish. Okay. And when you like the look of the reflection on the lake, go ahead and combine all the clipped layers and the lake into one. Hmm?
Excellent. I hate it. Okay, so do the ones that all flipped upside down.
Mm-hmm.
Above the lake.
Yep.
Get all out, and then the 2 moons. Kind of 2 moons.
Nope, leave those for right now. And then we are going to clip the lake down and clip the trees down. It should look something like that.
We hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you'd like to learn more about Procreate and all the library has to offer in the area of technology, go ahead and scan the QR code in the bottom right-hand corner. Don't forget, you can book a 30-minute free session with me for a one-on-one tutorial, as well as borrow an iPad for 2 hours for in-library use. Thank you again, and hope you have a great day.